Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good night. Welcome to another edition of our Dailyish Devotionals. I am Pastor Brian. Thank you for watching. It is day 2 of just Isaac and I being home alone. And I take offense to a couple people after watching yesterday's devotional when I said it was day 1. They thought I was going to go in a different direction. I was going to go to where Isaac and I had descended into chaos and unable to function and were lost without Tracy. You've got the Wooliter household all wrong. Tracy comes home, she sits on the couch, we rub her feet, we feed her grapes, we fan her to keep her cool, we bring her Diet Coke or Diet Mountain Dew, and she just sits there as we wait upon her and finish the rest of the tasks around the house. So it's, if anything, it's more of a vacation for Isaac and I, with Tracy being gone. Hopefully you've watched enough of these and now know that was sarcasm, and I'm banking on the fact that Tracy's on vacation and not watching these anymore. But we do miss her and Alex, of course. It's quiet in the house, and I am alone to deal with the teenager. But so far, we are doing great. Oh, we're a little low on paper products. We'll probably have to make a run to the Dollar General. I thought we had to keep going with the iconic 80s movies because we could not skip Christmas Vacation. Cousin Eddie dumping the sewer from his camper. That there is an RV park into the storm sewer. Classic. If you haven't seen it, you must watch it. Must. Kids or anything, you can explain a couple of the scenes in words. It's worth watching. It's a Christmas tradition for our house. Whenever it's on, we watched it. So we will watch it together. What's that strange squeaky sound? You couldn't hear a dump truck drive through a nitroglycerin plant. Alright, I could quote the whole movie out there. Bible puns over there. Andrew, we need to talk. It may come to surprise to some of you, or maybe a good thing that they're harder and harder to find, these Bible puns. So when I run out of these cartoons, we may have to end the Dailyish Devotionals. We'll have to see. There is a lot of good in the worst of us, and plenty of bad in the best of us. No one is without fault. May you be blessed to see beyond the obvious and to know that God resides in us all. Found that. Obviously, that is not my quote. I don't know who to give proper credit to, but I sure liked that quote. We're going through the book, What If Jesus Was Serious? And we're taking a look at the Sermon on the Mount. And we're talking about the blessings that God said. Remember, he said, blessed are the poor, the blessed are the mourn, the meek, those who hunger, those who are merciful, blessed are the pure in heart, blessed are the peacemakers. The first part of the Sermon on the Mount. And chapter 2 says, if Jesus was serious, then no one is beyond God's blessings. The author, we'll go school with Sky, I'm sure I'm pronouncing at least his first name right, says, if you want to be happy, stay off social media. A recent study from the University of California found that the more you use Facebook and other social media over time, the more likely you are to experience negative physical health, negative mental health, and negative life satisfaction. It's especially harmful to young people who look at the so-called highlight reels of people on social media and they feel depressed or negative because their lives aren't nearly as glamorous. Amen and amen. Now, I'm not going to rail that all social media is bad. There's probably plenty of good in the worst of it and plenty of bad in the best of it. But man, it is out of control. I read studies where being with the phone is like having a crack addiction. It stimulates the same part of the brain. If you don't believe me, just turn your phone off for a day. Don't check in on social media or Twitter or Instagram or Snapchat or whatever it is for a whole day. Right? My son's phone was broken. He had to log in on my phone to keep his streaks going on Snapchat. A number that just says you've sent a picture with a stupid S or all it back to another person. Not even had a conversation. You may have never talked to that person on the platform, but you've got a streak of 1,000 days. I don't get it, but I'm just an old fart. The author says, we end up comparing the unglamorous reality of our life with the fake glamour of everyone else's, and it's a recipe for despair. I wonder, You know, the saying is ignorance is bliss. It might be true back when we didn't know what everyone else was doing, or we didn't get the highlights of everyone else's life. Maybe we felt a little bit better about our own. Comparison is the number one killer of contentment. Something that I've read and something that I want to live by. The instinct for humans to project a positive but false self-image is nothing new. At the time of Jesus, most believed the healthy, powerful, rich, respected, and educated were clearly favored by God. If your life looked good, it's because you must be good and God has blessed you for your religious devotion. Conversely, if your life is bad, you must be bad. God is cursing you for your sinfulness. Like modern social media, the desire to be perceived as blessed by God led people in Jesus' culture to project a positive but false public image. The truth about your life was less important than what people thought was the truth. But Jesus doesn't play that game. His Sermon on the Mount, described who is really blessed. New Testament scholar Scott McKnight says, clearly, Jesus goes against the grain. Instead of blessing the one who pursues wisdom and reason and develops a reputation as a sage, and instead of blessing the one who has a good family, who observes the whole Torah, or the one who has all the right friends and develops a reputation as righteous or as a leader, Jesus blesses those whom no one else has blessed. Jesus challenges us in two ways. First, by him blessing by people that no one else would consider blessed, he says that no one is beyond God's blessing. Truth. No one. Not you, not anyone is beyond God's blessing, no matter what you've done. Nothing you've done is taking you beyond God's blessing. Second, Jesus obliterates our wicked tendency to judge others by their circumstances. He obliterates our tendency to judge others by what we see. The same goes for judging ourselves. Who is really blessed or not blessed cannot be determined by a person's appearance, circumstances, or social media highlight reel. I chuckle because sometimes as a pastor, I get to hear stories people will tell me about things happening in their life that they wouldn't share with anyone else. And then I see their posts on social media and they portray their life as perfect. All the highlights going on, and I think, wait, we just had a conversation about how this is a real struggle for you. I don't expect people to put their dirty laundry on social media. Some do, but no. But it's interesting on what we want to project to the world. And maybe even worse, what we want to project to God. Well, newsflash, hopefully it's not a newsflash, but we don't fool God. God already knows what we struggle with, where we're falling short, where we're doing well. So how about we remember those two things from today's verse, today's lesson? No one is beyond God's blessing, and we shouldn't judge others by the circumstances that we see. You can give everyone the benefit of the doubt. There's good in the worst of us, there's plenty of bad in the best of us. But see God in everyone. Have a good weekend. Pray for Isaac and I. And we will see you Monday. Amen.